frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't plan to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. You're down in this one. You have possession at your opponent's 30, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And this is where you need the quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass.
Jackson, option right. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Jackson, option right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Jackson, option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to be a loss of 18. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together. Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson, option right. And he cuts it, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And avoids the contact by sliding. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jackson, option right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 1st and goal, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get him one closer. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Jackson, option right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Here we go.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down, it's Allen. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves him with work to do on third and goal. Defensive, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Clock continues. Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Jackson, option right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. First down, Prescott rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And avoids the contact by sliding. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Jackson, option right. And an alley to run. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Back to throw. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. And that's Elliott, complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Quentin Williams in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson, option right. A nice little juke. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, option right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Jackson, option right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 11 yards there, just like last play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 3rd and goal, option right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Prescott to throw it. Caught by Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson, option right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, here's where we pick up this challenge in the second quarter with 5 minutes left. You're up by 2 scores. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marcus Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 44, Breeze. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the foot. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jackson, option right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Jackson, option right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Jackson, option right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson, option right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Jackson, option right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
To throw, it's Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Gets it to Meredith, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They find some open. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jackson, option right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 30, past the 20. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And you can bet they're reaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go.
And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us allowing that to happen.
Waiting. Single.
On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Jackson, option right. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have
son, I love him for